Hello everyone, this is Kosher Bacon. Welcome back to the Abyss Survival Server, where I'm currently gathering a bunch of glowstone. Yeah. So, I have diamond enchanted gear. I've got a beacon. I've got a ton of cool stuff. Oh. Just talking squared, I don't know who that is. That guy's character isn't online. I actually do know who that is. Oh. And now I'm down here. Oh, this is someone's thing. Okay, so someone probably is... Alright, let me go light this up then. So, with that haste 5 and efficiency 5, I was able to get a bunch of stone, which I have converted to stone brick, and I'm working on my nether tunnel. This is also technically my nether tunnel. This is going to be the ice boat, this is going to be the walkway, and I'm just going to have two separate things. The glowstone I want because I want glowstone in the ceiling, obviously, so, yeah. Here, we just need to place a bunch more stone bricks, free up our inventory some. So, someone has something over here then. So we'll just leave this alone, I guess. It's not great that that's a thing, but oh well. I'm of the opinion that if you're going to be branching off of someone's tunnel in the nether, you should try and accommodate what they're trying to do with it. And granted, I wasn't really trying to do anything with it so far, but you know, that's still a thing. The trick is to put buttons on the blue ice, by the way. That way, here, let me get this going. And hey, Minecraft music. We're gonna mute that for a minute. Some people don't like the music. Like, really don't like it, but I actually really like it, so... Hey. Yeah, I'll indicate that there's a passageway over here to not break through it. So yeah, we're gonna do nether brick for the ceiling and stone brick for the walls, and we're gonna have a similar pattern when we get over to the big 3x3 over here. Now that we can insta-mine stuff, we're pretty good. I'm gonna be smelting the netherrack I do gather while doing this, and converting that over into nether bricks to use for the other path, so yeah. Everything should be nice at that. So let's talk for a bit, though, about how episodes are going to work in the future, because I think that's something important to talk about. I don't know where these go. Don't want them at their cobblestone. No one's going to miss them. So, like I keep apologizing for, I have skipped way ahead with this series. I have done a lot more than I should have off camera because, on one hand, I couldn't record everything and upload it. That would take too much space on my hard drive, and I'm already having hard drive size issues. And it's actually a solid state drive, which is kind of why I'm having the issues. Because solid state drives are more expensive than hard drives because of how much faster they are to load things, because, you know, no moving parts. So because of that, they're more expensive. Therefore, when I bought the one I'm using, I had to not quite cheap out, but I did get a smaller size than I would have liked. Like, ideally, a terabyte would be awesome, but that's way out of the league. Ideally, what I'm currently using is a 240 gigabyte solid-state drive, and that's pretty good for most of my programs and recording stuff. I do have a lot of junk data that I could probably get rid of that I'm not, like programs to uninstall that I'm no longer using. I haven't touched Skyrim in over a month, but it's still installed because that's a huge thing right there. That's like over 10 gigs. So yeah, there's stuff I could do to convert space over in my solid-state drive. I'm already just fighting for the last 20 gigs of it, so I've got space. It's not a critical issue. But yeah. What was I talking about? I was talking about how I've been bad about recording everything I'm doing and posting it. I tried to do a little bit, but it wasn't really doing great. Add that to how busy I was, so the times I could get on the server for a good period of time, I was so, like, dead tired that I really just couldn't, didn't have the energy to record, if you will. Like, I could play just fine, but recording? Pfft, nah. So yeah, that does make me a bit of a bad YouTuber, but oh well. Sue me, right? Actually, don't, please. I don't want to be sued. I have nothing to do with the legal system right now, and I want to keep it that way. I suppose I'll eventually be called for jury duty. That might be fun. I'm rambling here. I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. That's how busy I've been so far. But yeah. Gonna try and record more of what I'm doing. I have a surprise for the... Alright. Sorry, I keep trying to say something, then cutting myself off here. So, last episode, I think I talked about something I was building, and I was being very vague about it, very mysterious. And I might have been planning to do an unveiling for like my 100th subscriber special, although I'm all the way up at 250 now, which is crazy. Like, I don't know, I built something. Is that really a good 100 subscriber special? I don't know. Here, how are we doing on inventory space? Well, alright. If we were to pop out our ender chest for a second. Shulker box. Yeah. Toss these in here. There we go. Now we got inventory space because we're not doing the roof just yet. Still got to name my shulker boxes. So yeah, I still have plans for the server. I'm not giving up just because I've gotten to God mode. That's a common issue with a lot of servers. They find that their players just sort of lose steam because they go ahead and they bum rush through what progression Minecraft does have in like a week or so. They get God armor, they get everything they could ever want. And then they're like, okay, can we reset? I'm bored. And that's not really great for the builders. People like, well, not really like myself. I'd honestly be more like that, except I'm getting much better at finding things to do to keep myself busy. For example, I'm going to be helping another member of the server build an Iron Titan, one of Tango Tech's Iron Titans. I'm not going to link that in the description of this. You'll see the video, and I'll link it to that, I guess. Or I'll link that to... words. I will link Tango Tech's Iron Titan farm in that video's description when I'm actually building it instead of just now when I'm talking about it. Oh boy. So yeah, that's probably going to be a couple hours right there of me doing things, interacting with the thing. Hopefully that's either today or tomorrow, I'm not sure, but this probably won't come out for like a solid week until after it's done. I'm way behind on uploading my videos. I'm uploading episode 47 of Fortnite number now. And then there were 5. It was crazy. I was the only one on the server, basically. One person was there, but they were AFK testing an iron golem farm they had built. So I could sleep whenever I wanted. I could do whatever I wanted. I had run of the server, basically. I was like that kid from Home Alone. I was like, yay, running around doing crazy things. I actually wasn't. I was just working on that thing I built, which I guess I'll show off. I haven't done anything proper for the 100 subscriber special, much less the 250 subscriber special, so I really don't know what I'm going to do here. Like, I might just be bad at specials in general, because I want it to be, you know, special, and it doesn't feel special, it feels, But maybe I'm just overthinking it, I don't know. Yeah, we got room, we can just run for a bit. So yeah, that's a thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Gotta be careful, otherwise we can fall and we will die. I think there's like 2 more cliffs after that this thing drops off of, which is fine. Once this thing is fully sealed up, we won't have to be worried about a ghast shooting it out. I'm not sure how blast resistant blue ice is. I know nether brick and stone bricks are 100% ghast blast resistant, but blue ice may or may not be. I don't know. It's supposed to be super compacted ice, so I'd assume it has a higher blast resistance, but this game doesn't really follow logic like you would normally think. I like how I'm so upset that I'm not getting episodes out and I've got all this content I want to release, and then the content I do release is just me talking while placing blocks in the nether tunnel. Like, really, dude? Come on. It's probably not even that good. This is probably the only thing you can see because YouTube doesn't like darkness. But whatever. Like I said, I'm kind of tired right now, so I'm not really at the point where I care super much. Plus, I'm going to do other stuff this episode. Plus, episode 2 is like an hour long, if I recall my editing correctly. I gotta try and get that up before too long, obviously. So maybe let's talk about ongoing series. Right now, I was working on a modded series that I might go with, might not, depending on how I like it. It's a bit different from like a kitchen sink pack or an expert pack, so I don't know, we'll see about it, but I might not have time for that now. I want to do Abyss Survival, obviously, that's a lot of fun, and this was going to be a main series. And much like I said earlier, I want to try and keep it to 1 or 2 series only, so what's the second series going to be if Abyss is 1? Fortnite randomly is fine, it doesn't really count. I was doing Fortnite randomly even when I was doing other series, 2 other series. The CTM map, Underground Secrets, and Stone Block. I think the second series is going to be Space Engineers, although I'm not sure how long that's going to last. Space Engineers does not actually have a huge amount of progression you can go through. Like the standard progression in Space Engineers, which I'm not even following because I started in space instead of on Earth because the Earth start was lagging my computer. But the standard progression goes, be on Earth, right? Go get drill, mine up iron and other materials to build spaceship rockets, atmospheric thrusters specifically, then hydrogen thrusters to get into space. Mine up platinum to make iron thrusters. Congratulations, that is the progression of the game. Like, there's very little progression there, which, you know, there's mods for that, I'm sure, but a game shouldn't need mods to feel complete. Take Skyrim, for example. An unmodded playthrough, I've done a bunch of those, and they're a lot of fun. Like, obviously, mods will improve the experience by smoothing out some wrinkles, adding in new content, but you can absolutely play through that game without mods. The only thing I would honestly recommend for every single playthrough would be the unofficial special edition patch, or the unofficial patches, because they really do fix a lot of annoying, potentially game-breaking bugs. But yeah, other than that, maybe like a user interface mod. I know Sky UI isn't officially released for Skyrim Special Edition yet, but they have like a beta or something. I tried getting it to work, couldn't, gave up. But yeah, anything to work on the user interface for that game. That was designed by crab people for crab people. Minecraft is so much smoother. You know what game has the best user interface though? Factorio. That game has a beautiful user interface. It's amazing. Yeah, there we go. We're probably going to have, like, pillars or something with torches on them. Like, indents in the wall that we can't actually go through but are lit up somehow. Not sure how we're going to do that, but we are going to do something. Because this feels very endless, and you want stuff like this, where there's things that, as you're racing along, you can see the stuff whizzing by you, so it gives you a sense of progressing, right? Like a sense of distance being traveled. We're only down to 3 people. Wow. Let's go toss these in the super smelter. I should really hook up like an auto-feeding chest to this instead of having to manually feed each of the 4 individually. I forget how you did that though. Was it like a minecart chest? Or a minecart harper? Again, I forget. Alright, just toss this in Misk. I'll deal with it later. Misk is my dump chest. I don't think I showed off the thing when I went through, but I think I'll show it off now. Yep. Check it out. It's me. I went ahead and because we got concrete, it was in my head that I could try building one of these things, and oh, we have a lot of mobs, that's right. Shield. So yeah, I built me. Thanks to concrete, we now have all the colors I really needed, because like, imagine my jacket without concrete. Or my pants even. There's no real brown that isn't like that. I think it's an okay job over here. Looks alright. The eyes, maybe they're supposed to be 1 block up, but I tried to follow it exactly as well as I could. I don't know. It will look better in the daytime. Like, it's fine the way it is now, and I've got a freaking statue of me, you know, at my base, which is awesome. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, one thing you're supposed to do is buttons. Just get your buttons and place them in your nether tunnel. But yeah, that's cool. So yeah, what else do I want to talk about really? We're going to have Space Engineers going for at least a little bit, even though the progression isn't great. Did I just pass by a thing that wasn't... No, that looks fine. We're going to have Abyss going for a while at least. I really like playing on the server. There's lots of people active usually. I'm a little early in the day, so... I'm early enough that the out of my time zoners aren't quite on yet, but the people who are in my time zone are already offline. If that makes any sense. We've actually got people from all over the world on the server, which is great. I think there's just under 700 unique players that have visited the server since it launched about 2 months ago, which is awesome. An annoyingly large portion of those were griefers. My base actually got griefed. I had to contact the admin and get him to do a rollback. But, yeah, he was able to do that, and nothing was lost or broken permanently from that. Like, it was a little frustrating to see, oh, hey, my base is, yep. Oh, look, someone broke all my chests and set fire to things, even though fire spread is off. Oh, look, all my cows are out of their pen and murdered. Oh boy, someone took that pixel art on the floor that I've been working on, trying to figure out where to put it now that it's done, but just right now it's there as proof of concept, if you will. But yeah, someone took that thing and covered over it with blocks and dug it out and stuff. And oh hey, look at that. Someone set my tree farm on fire. Isn't that special? Yeah. People suck sometimes. But, you know, that's how griefers do. They live for the reaction, for people getting upset at their actions. Yeah, even though the griefer who did it is almost not likely to see this video, so I don't really care about being a little upset about it. At the end of the day, I lost nothing but maybe a little time and headspace over it, which, you know what, fine. One of the ways I might have brought that on myself here. So, map, right? I made this map over here. I've got one of them at my base. You can see the green arrow over there. I also put a copy of it over at spawn and left that banner marker. You right-click a banner on 113, and if it's named, the name pops up, and it pops up on the map, and it's cool. Because I wanted to revitalize the map wall effort. And when I checked the rollback, I checked that chest, and sure enough, the map was there, but it was moved to a different spot. When the rollback goes to a chest, like if the griefer touches a chest and then that chest is rolled back, the inventory placement, the item placement in that inventory is not preserved. It's just random, I think. I'm not sure how the logic for that works. So I had to reorganize all my chests, was the worst part of that, honestly. So I placed the chest in the dead center of the middle row. That would be 4 spaces to the left, 4 spaces to the right, in the second column. You know what I'm talking about. And point is, it was all the way in the upper left, where I didn't leave it. So that griefer took that map, probably followed it to my base, then griefed me. So, you know, that's special. Eh. Like I said, no damage was permanently done. Some of my chests, when the rollback occurred, actually doubled their contents. Like, I had twice as many spruce logs for some reason, and I asked about it. Should I just toss this stuff out? And I'm like, you know what? You can keep that. Nothing of value was duplicated. It would have been awesome if my beacon had been duplicated, but that would have been a little OP, I guess. I don't know. Beacons are a lot rarer on this server because of how hard it is to get wither skeletons, what with the mob cap being all screwed up like it is, because so many different people have like AFK mob farms that they sit at, so on and so forth. A little AFK fish in a place and they're in a safe little box, but all around them at nighttime there's hostile mobs spawning around them. So, you know, that sucks. And to be fair, the server admin tried to combat the problem by raising the mob cap, but all that really did is make it so that if you're one of the few people online, you get tons of mobs. Which, you know, alright, I'm actually not opposed to the idea. I feel like vanilla Minecraft normally isn't super challengingly difficult if you don't make it that way. Like, look at me and my armor. This needs unbreaking. Point is, unless I am deliberately stupid, I will not run into anything I can't either just walk away from or kill with ease. Like, the game isn't challenging at this point. New mobs, like when I first encountered phantoms in episode 1, I had no clue how to deal with them and I didn't have god armor, so that was challenging for me. But once I learned the mobs, learned the behavior, and learned to just, you know, sleep to avoid them. Plus, they're not that hard to exploit the roof weakness of them. They're very bad around roofs, trees, that sort of thing. I never know what's the most effective way of building. I always feel like you should be constantly moving without having to constantly right-click, right? Because otherwise you get like carpal tunnel syndrome or something. Anyway, back to the topic. So Minecraft isn't a very challenging game if you don't, you know, make your own challenge. You could go for an armorless run, or a run where you, I say run like it's a game of Skyrim, but that's not the right word. We could also go for a thing where you only, Oh, I know what the issue is, why I'm not gaining inventory slots. I'm already filling up with stuff. Like, if it was just a one thing, then I would gain, but I don't know if I could explain that properly. I'm mining 2 blocks of netherrack, placing 2 blocks of this stone brick, so my inventory isn't cleaning up anymore because the stone brick is just being replaced by netherrack. Previously, what I was doing, I was breaking 1 block of nether brick and placing netherrack and placing 2 blocks of stone brick, so my inventory emptied out a little. Yeah, that's a dumb way of placing. So yeah, I would love it if in 1.14 they added more difficult mobs that only did their difficult thing in hard mode. I'm thinking sort of similar to how not cave spiders, how regular spiders can have potion effects on hard, but dial that up a little. Like, that's a really good change, I think. That wouldn't have been death. That would have been like half a heart, but still. Claustrophobes beware. Not claustrophobes. What's the fear of height called, other than the fear of height? I knew the word for it once. I've forgotten it since. Yeah, anyways, like, unless you throw yourself in a hole with a creeper, it's very unlikely that you're going to face a challenging situation once you've achieved God Armor, which isn't too hard to do, especially on a server where someone else has already built an Ender for you, so you don't have to build that thing yourself, and someone else has already built a Guardian farm with XP, so now you can do that. And mining isn't too bad, because someone else already has a haste beacon and like, yeah, sure, you can mine, just bring me back any of X resource. And yeah, you can keep diamonds. Or you can trade with someone, like, they're lazy and don't want to mine up leathers, so you mine up leather and you get to have diamonds without actually having to go mine for them. That's something. Plus, diamonds aren't too hard to acquire with speed mining, with strip mining, so on and so forth. I don't know. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Like, we don't need to preserve the sense of progression, although there is something to be said for making players work for their stuff. Like, back when I first joined the server, I messaged the owner, Cardax, and I asked him, hey, would it be okay if I brought, like, some flowers and grass over to spawn, because spawn is an ugly thing with netherrack and stuff, and try to pretty the place up a little? Such an awesome server should have a better first impression. And he never did get back to me on that, but I heard from another moderator, Grills, that, not another moderator, Cardax is the owner, Grills is just a moderator. So I heard from Grills that Cardax has something planned for spawn, and that's why we're not touching it. Like, new players will spawn there, and sure, they can break down trees, they just have to replant them, and don't leave, like, logs just hanging in the air. One of the few things that I don't know if it would count as a damage, but it was something that player did, the one who griefed me, was he took a bunch of birch trees, he sheared off all the leaves, but left the trunks there. That was on that hill where I built the statue of myself, so I just cut down the things. Saved me some time, honestly. Again, nothing really bad happened because of that. I don't know why people grieve, to be honest. I find it doesn't seem funny to me, it doesn't seem hilarious, it doesn't seem like it would be worth the effort put into it. Like, you went ahead, you found the server, you had to have seen an advertisement for it somewhere, because, we do have, where you have to connect directly to the IP. We're not, I don't think you can just connect by browsing for servers, but maybe I'm wrong. It had to go through the trouble of getting whitelisted, and I'm not saying in this video what the process to getting whitelisted is, but when I say trouble, I don't mean super trouble. Like, I was able to do it in 2 minutes. It wasn't hard. So, yeah, that's a thing. But, like, you do all that, and then what do? You grief someone? Okay, but why, though? I might want to move the tunnel just a little. Oop. There we go. Because they've got the thing right over there. And this is honestly going to be a temporary thing, this footpath over here. When I say temporary thing, I mean the entrance to the footpath. I still need to design the main tunnel, and I want the footpath to organically lead off of that. Well, hey, we're real close, because over there's the ice. That's cool. See, I want the footpath to organically branch off of the main tunnel, the boat tunnel, if you will. Organically boat off. It's a joke. One of the server members is called Organic, or that's part of his username. He's in charge of making the shopping district that will never be done, apparently. And on Discord, his name is Boat, for whatever reason. So Organic Boats is what I've taken to thinking of him as. Not that I think of him too much, except to wonder when the shopping district is going to be done. But I should really let off with that, because he's getting really upset over it, because people are harassing him about it, which, that sucks. Alright, let's go deposit some netherrack. Stone brick. My cat just jumped on my lap. Hey, cat. You want to say hi? Hmm? 1 second. My headphones were plugged in, but I unplugged them. Why would I need to plug in cordless headphones? Well, they need to charge. Silly cat. Here. Honestly, this is a lot less of a let's play, more of a let's talk, to be honest. Like, this is just me doing grunt work on the server and being boring. I'm not sure how much of this footage is... Hey, stop. Silly cat's trying to bite my wires. I'm gonna put you down, boy. Not like as in kill you, but put you off my lap. This episode sponsored by Petco. Petco. Own a pet today. Or don't. We don't really care. I also probably am legally required to tell you guys that it was not actually sponsored by Petco. That was a joke. I suppose I should make up a fictitious name and pretend that it's not Petco. Yeah, screw it. It's disingenuous at this point. Alright, he's being annoying. Down you go. Silly cat. I'm fine with him jumping on my lap while I'm recording if he's quiet about it, but then he keeps messing with stuff, messing with me, trying to get my attention, so I pet him instead of play. And to be honest, like, I probably should be paying more attention to him, but this is more fun. And he gets tons of attention, to be honest. When I'm not recording or something, I'm usually spending time with him. He's a spoiled, rotten little boy. So yeah, the footpath is coming along quite nicely. Then we're going to work a bit on the main tunnel. So main tunnel. What I should do is I should be smart. I should work on it from the Nether hub towards my portal. And the reason for that is if something's off by 1 block, it's easier to work on it when I don't have to shift an entire Nether tunnel over, right? Here, just this. Might have to buy Nether brick off someone. Because netherrack takes forever to smelt, although we are getting a ton of it, so maybe not. In fact, think about it. We're getting 5 per X coordinate or Y or Z coordinate, Z coordinate axis here, right? You smelt that, that makes 1 brick. So we're getting all the nether bricks back, plus a 25% increase when we do this. Math. However, that 25% increase is probably eaten by the occasional times when there's no bricks here or here. However, those aren't nether bricks. Those are stone bricks is what we put over there. We're always putting a brick up above over here, and just 1 brick. So no, my math does check out. I need to think about lighting. I could stick something in the ceiling, maybe? I don't know. I hope I brought enough nether brick, actually. Should I loan the diamonds, or... Here. What are you selling? I'll buy some things for him for pity. Maybe if he has acacia, I'll get it. Or, dark oak. Yeah, I'll ask him if he's got acacia or dark oak. And I'll give him a good rate. 1 stack of logs per diamond. 1 stack per diamond. Meet at the Nether hub? Question mark. See, I'm stimulating the economy. Instead of those diamonds just sitting in my ender chest collecting dust and doing nothing, they go towards someone making a diamond pickaxe and fueling the economy. Alright, however, we are going to meet him at the Nether hub, which, you know, I'm right next to, and I always keep my ender chest on me. I should honestly keep several of them. Okay. Alright, guess we got some time to work over here. So let's do just a little bit of concept and design. How do we want to do the Nether tunnel? I would love for this to go back. Just a little bit. I don't know how we're going to work that. Probably some stairs over here, but for right now we're just going to go back over here. So where does the tunnel start? I would say we want to make sure we don't infringe on this, so the tunnel should officially start over here, I would say. So this is the design I want to use for it. It's a pretty basic design. I'm sure you've seen 1,000,001,001 versions of this, but hey, now I'm doing one. Instamine pick is so good. So then, this is going to be blue ice. This strip of netherrack over here, nether brick, is going to be gone. It's all going to be solid blue ice all the way through. Yeah, that guy can go punch me to get my attention if he needs to. Windows update, no. So here, let's go grab this. Yeah, we're going to want our stone bricks. Pop these back in here. I don't know why it does that now. Like, why not do that when I started, right? So this netherrack stripe over here is going to be ice as well. We just don't have the ice yet. I can go mine that up. Or I could go pay someone else to do it. Yeah, the server is a capitalistic one, and you know what? That's 100% okay in my book, because it stimulates the economy, and I'm an evil person, or something. I don't know. I feel like in today's day and age, apparently, what happens is you can say something, anything, and someone else takes offense to it, and that's a problem now. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm blabbering over here. Please just ignore me. There we go. That looks good. So now we go like this. Oh, we're lagging. Yep. Give me just a second. Be right back. Yep, we're back. Okay. Footpath. Very good. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do for this netherrack thing over here, but over here we're just going to do this pattern. Let me go get it. And then this will be ice, this will be ice, this will be ice. I mean, it already is, but you get the idea. Then here, let's go make a crafting table. And then comes the next question I have, but we'll deal with that in just a second. Let's get the first pattern thing over here going. So we have this like that, yeah. And in this case, because we're doing specifically a footpath, we're going to have that like that. Let's just pop this one over here. Alright then, so do I want to do up over here? I can do stone brick slabs. That would be easier, obviously, because nether brick is more expensive. It might look better, too. So we can do it like that, which I really do like the look of. We could even stick like a glowstone lamp or something over there, although I'm hesitant to use that much glowstone. Maybe we'll do like an end rod? I'm not sure. What are our lighting options? Because, I mean, we have glowstone, but it feels like a waste to use on this, because glowstone is technically infinite, but... Hey, boom. It's technically infinite, but, yeah, like, getting any large quantity of it via renewable means setting up a wither farm, and I don't not a wither farm, a witch farm, and I don't even know if people have those yet. So I want to be careful about that, but at the same time, I like how it looks. I wish there was a better way to do it. Mojang, that's what I want in 1.14. More so than new combat systems. Like, it was a question I had posed to the server in general. If you could be in charge of adding one thing to 1.14 or changing one thing, what would it be? And some people talked about changing the combat back to 1.13, back to 1.8 combat, and other people talked about stuff they'd add. I said I would like to add in some new weapons / ways of combat. I feel like the trident, like combat with the trident is it's very different from combat with the sword, and I feel like that's an excellent thing for this game to have, because combat can get very stale very quickly. So having new, viable, and usable ways of doing combat is excellent, I think. Yeah, then we just need the ice. I could steal some of the ice from down over here, maybe? Or is this stone brick? Yeah, no, so we need tons more ice than I thought. I thought we were much closer. But that's fine. Ice is easy, and, you know, this will be easy to fix. Make nice. Do I have any andesite on me? I don't. Could I steal some andesite from somewhere? Probably not. I think it was Boom who actually put the andesite over here. Apparently that was the design for the nether hub. Yeah, that's right. It was Boom, I think. In fact, he moved that super smelter they had over there, so he's probably going to be putting it back, so we might say hi to him there. We only have a stack and so of nether brick, so we got to be careful what we do here. And by careful, I mean careless, because, you know, nether brick is technically free. It's just annoying to gather large quantities of. Kind of like glowstone. Except, unlike glowstone, nether brick, you know, you just smelt up nether rack, get nether bricks, craft those into the thing you want. You know, the bad thing about efficiency pickaxes is not tearing up half the world when you're using them. Like, with an efficiency 5 shovel, it is so painful trying to just dig up one thing of dirt or something. So yeah, this is going to be how I light it, maybe. Maybe I'll just do torches. I could live with that, I think. It looks weird now because we don't have the blue ice floor, but once we do, it's going to look a lot better, I feel. But yeah, more lighting options is always something I enjoy. I feel like in this game, decoratively speaking, it can be very challenging with lighting to make something that looks good and doesn't spawn tons of mobs. Like, you see those creative builds and you're like, yeah, but if you loaded that up in survival, you'd be swarmed by all the mobs. I will not cheap out on the corners. I am a glitchy block. I am a functional adult who fills in his corners like a functional adult thing. So that's good. At least we have that going for us. I actually deliberately planned that out. No kidding. No joke. No lie. I don't know. I'm rambling again. I'm waiting for that other guy. Taco? Was it? I think it was Taco, which is surprising, actually, because Taco really... I thought Taco has been on longer than I have. Why is he asking for petty diamonds, basically? Petty diamonds. That's funny. If we ever do that caving tournament I talked about in episode 2, maybe we'll do petty diamonds as well. I don't know. I wanted something server sanctioned, but I might just do something impromptu, because the server owners can be a little bit difficult to get a hold of at times. Which, you know, to be fair, admins have lives, and furthermore, they're running a freaking server, so they're busy. Like, they have very good reason to not be around for every silly idea, every piece of drama on the server. And yeah, unfortunately, we do get drama sometimes. Primarily, the drama causers are, you know, trolls, but occasionally some members can behave pretty stupidly. For example, Organic is very upset at a couple people who are badgering him, he says, about the shopping district. Irregardless of whether or not he's right, it's not cool to badger someone. Like, you know, it will be done when it's done. It's a service to build it, he constantly brings up. Good. Okay, so that was Taco. Yeah, nether portals can be annoying if you don't do the divide by 8 trick. But once you do the divide by 8 trick, nether portals are easy. Oh, my nose. It just stuffed up. I should really be hunting ghast. Ghast tiers are going to be so high in demand. Like, it's going to be absurd. Oh, hey. Yeah, it's at 39. I don't want that to break. Let's just punch this for a bit. Hopefully he's here soon, Taco. Otherwise, I think, oh, speak of the devil and he shall appear. No, wait, that's Boom. Putting the super smelter back. Boom. Please tell me I'm not thinking of the wrong person. It's gotta be Boom, right? Definitely, yeah. Boom. Earth to Boom. No, sir, I was not trying to box you in. I could check Dynamap, but it doesn't work for the Nether, which kind of sucks, to be honest. Let's maybe look at this area. What's the durability in this? 39, huh? No, we can't do it like that. We could just turn all this into polished andesite? And I don't know what we'd do for up over here, probably just more polished andesite. Then turn these into stairs. Or maybe keep them as slabs. No, stairs might be smarter. Although it will look kind of funky. Where'd Boom go? But yeah, this is the Nether hub. Not sure if I've showed this off yet. There's all kinds of stuff over here. Tons of people have got their bases set up everywhere. It's very easy to understand when you realize that that's the spawn portal, why a random troll could pop out through here and be like, hey, I want to go to someone's base. Oh, this looks like a tunnel. Oh, hey, cool, it's got ice. Let's go follow the ice. Boom. I'm very nice to trolls, as it turns out. I want to go to the Ender and fix this up, but I can't until the other guy's there. How far away are you, Taco? Am I spelling my topography? Tesseract space and portal. I realize by asking him, I'm making him stop running on whatever ice path he's already on, so it takes longer. Hopefully not far now. You could just, you know, F3 and look at the chords. Nether portal is at 0, 0, which is interesting because the overworld's at 150, 150 even. So I'm not sure how they linked up, honestly. I guess the range is larger than I was thinking? Yeah. I don't know why this is called the Community Block Exchange, because this is not public. These are for people, I assume. So there was a super smelter over here. This is the path to the shopping district, supposedly. Oh, cool, someone did leave a thing. So either the shopping district's going to be in the Nether, or I heard it was going to be on one of the End Islands, which is crazy when you think about it. All I know is that's a waste of perfectly usable obsidian, if you ask me. But hey, if it's noticeable, right? I need to sneeze, and Taco still isn't here, man. Alright. I have the diamonds. Yep, they look legitimate. Thank you. Alright, cool. Now we can head over to the Ender Mender. I think the fastest route is down through over here. Wait, shouldn't have that open. I gave him his first diamonds and he didn't even say thank you. Some people, I tell you. I'm kidding. That's what you wanted your first diamonds for? Not, you know, progression? Some people, I tell you. I'm kidding, of course. So yeah, this is the other part of the Nether hub. Tons of people's bases are down there, including Turtle Island, which is awesome, and I'll have to show it off one day. This is the end, right? Yeah. So this is the trick for blue ice paths. Just, yeah, buttons so that mobs can't spawn. Signs in the few places where you need them to be. I'm gonna do the button trick, but I'm not gonna, like, need signs for anything. I don't know, the hub is a labyrinth. All these tunnels, different styles, all intermingling together. It's awesome. And it's very easy to get turned around if you don't know where you're going or what you're doing. I spent some time just wandering here and there looking for the tunnels, but that's a blue ice road, so it's pretty fast. My previous route took me all the way up by the bedrock roof. Alright, so here we go at the end. I've already shown off the Endermender in episode 1, I just remembered. That's fine, I still need to fix up the nose picker. Yeah, I name my tools immature names. Give me a break. We only have a few people on. At least one of them is not AFK, but odds are we'll get plenty good raids from here. I should get my Ender Farmer. Yeah, the trick to mending in new versions of Minecraft is to not have mending on your armor when you're doing stuff like this, because then your tools won't repair and stuff. So I actually take off my armor to do this. Alright, I'm gonna go repair this pickaxe, and I'll be right back. Oh boy. It has been a few days, like a proper week. The hardcore server went up, some things happened. Lydia's working on something over there, and she's planted these vines over here. Big thing to note, if my gear looks a little bit different, it's kind of because it is. Basically what happened was, when the hardcore server went up, at first Cardex was trying to have both worlds exist on one server. You would swap between them using WAC Hardcore and WAC Vanilla. So, when he took that server down, I was logged into the hardcore world. He brought up a completely different server for the hardcore world because people were having difficulties with hardcore settings pre-existing in this world. For example, bed spawning didn't work. If you went through the end portal, it wouldn't let you. You got trapped in the end. It was just a bit glitchy. So, I was logged into the hardcore world with my hardcore world gear, which wasn't that great. I'd only been playing for the first episode of the hardcore series, so just enchanted iron, that sort of thing. And when I logged back into this world, I was all the way out at the world border, and I didn't have my gear on, and my ender chest was wiped. Yeah. So, I spoke with Define, the admin for the server. He's going to try and help me get back my gear by rolling me back. So until then, I'm just using backup gear that I've made. The boots are good. I'm keeping these, obviously. Sword is pretty good. Pick is okay. Grills loaned me a Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, and Efficiency 4 pick, or Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, and an Unbreaking 3 pick. I combined them all, got a mending book from that villager I bought in the Life on the Abyss server episode, moving a villager. Lydia's made a tree farm over here. All kinds of stuff has happened. So yeah, I'm going to return this thing to Grills once my stuff is restored, but right now I do have a god pick, even if it's Fortune, not Silk. I can make a Silk. So yeah, that's cool. Anything else of note? Completed the walls. Finally got everything looking okay. I might end up moving these walls. Like, I wanted it to be unique in a way, where it would, where it wasn't just a box. But, yeah. Because I want to put a keep in here, right? And the fact that this jets out inwards like this really eats up a lot of space I could have used. I don't know. I'll think of something. I still got plenty of room to work with. But yeah, you can kind of see it, kind of not from this distance. I've also mixed in some cracked stone bricks throughout the wall. I think that makes it look a little bit better. It's a little bit of detail that this thing types of needs. They're doing something over at Spawn with Cardex's permission, so they're fighting over how something should look, I think. It's just a few of us on right now. I think April is AFK fishing. Got my 7th death from testing out fall damage. I thought you could fall a lot farther than you could with Feather Falling 4. The cow pen needs to be done. So yeah, stuff has happened. It's actually been like a full week since I last recorded on the server. I just spent some time at the Endermender getting my gear together, that sort of thing. Enderman stole my dirt. Alrighty then, what do we need now? I actually wanted to go feed the cows, so let's go do that real quick while I talk about what we're going to be doing for the rest of the episode. I'm not sure how long this episode is already. Oh, isn't that nice? They can behave. Didn't I have... Yeah, that's right. I've got a dump chest over here. I know that there's a cave system nearby that's an abandoned mine shaft. I'd like to go find it and light it up. Try and get better mob spawning, because I do want to build a mob farm around here eventually, or something. Alright, it's been a while. Some stuff has happened. A lot of stuff, actually. I think this is going to be the last clip before I end the episode. I apologize. What happens is, I'm playing, right? And people are in Discord, so I'm talking with them, so I'm not going to be recording that. Also, when I record, I'm capped at 30 FPS, because I can't upload videos that are 60 FPS, not really with my internet. In fact, let me look at this. Yeah, see, 30 FPS over there. So that's not great. I prefer playing, and I can play at a higher thing. I just can't record and upload at a higher frame rate. So that's annoying. But also the primary thing is I don't have enough storage space to like record everything I do, because I play a lot on this server. So yeah, it's going to be stuff like this where I don't record anything for a couple days, then I do a quick recap of what I've done, and I apologize. Normally people like to see the creation process, but I don't think I can do that with this series. Okay, so let's take a look around, shall we? My inventory was wiped, and I did end up just getting everything I needed, just remaking it, including all my shulker boxes, all that stuff. What happened was one of the Trial Mods grills loaned me a Fortune 3 pickaxe that I could use, so that really helped speed things along. Within 48 hours of finding out I was wiped, I was able to get everything I needed back. So yeah, my character now has a dunce cap, because of what I did in Hardcore World. Basically, I went ahead and died with the god pick on me, so Lydia, my teammate, I teamed up with Lydia and Grills, the Unforsaken Fidelity. She went to go rescue me, she died in the attempt, and yeah, I just deserve that dunce cap. I don't know if I ever showed this, but I did move a lot of my stuff inside to the courtyard over here, because I wanted to work on the main keep and stick the stuff in there. So this is that. Let me just... yeah. I did build this thing again, and I put something in there, and we'll be there in a minute. Again, there's just a ton of stuff that's happened. Finished up the walls, mostly. All the towers line up properly. Hey, Pigman. Moved in some crackstone bricks to the walls. I think that makes it look better. This thing isn't mine, actually. What is that, a tank? So Lydia was over here for quite some time. She wanted to build something, and yeah. I now house an Unforsaken embassy. So yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure what she needs it for here. Honestly, it's just a decorative building. That's cool. Also looks like there's a tank or something over here. Yeah, look at those treads. It's got to be the start of a tank. So that's a thing. Alright, now I know what she wanted to do with all that stuff. I don't mind. I'm a little upset because I started the building the keep after she had already gotten to work on this building, and both of us just moved a little too close together, I feel, but eh. I'm not moving it at this point. There's already stuff way too deep into there. Most of the stuff that you see out on the surface over here is going to be moved to my base, though. And yeah, this is my base over here. It's not much, but there is. A secret, and I don't know how I'm dealing with this yet. This is going to be where my actual base is. I'm building underground again. Yay. I took inspiration from playing that CTM, so I'm going to have different hallways color-coded with different colors, and I'm going to try and have 16 different unique rooms that do different things, each of them color-coded to the different wool that they would represent in a CTM. So for example, orange is going to be my storage room, because the orange wool is one of the earlier ones, so you'd get something easy for it, right? So yeah, working on this right now. I kind of like how this looks. I was playing with something. Yep, give me that. Maybe even just a regular thing. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. That does look better, I think. Maybe. Kind of ruins the arch though, doesn't it? See, the other way I had it... Let me go just mine this up. The other way I had it was like this, where it's like these, versus this, where there's a line across. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'm using these water vaders and water drops. I'm going to have points to the surface and back down all over the place. Yeah, I'm just going to build it as it comes to me. I don't really have a great master plan involved, but I think it'll be okay. This was going to be the main entrance. Let's look at the redstone for this for a second. Oh, that's right, that one upstairs is there. Yeah. So yeah, it's a simple piston double extender thingy. I'm pretty sure you can look up the circuit. These are actually just here for decorative effect. They aren't supposed to fire. So that way when it's retracted and you fall in, it looks like looks like there's 8, even though technically no. Let me explain. Let me show it. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little scatterbrained over here. So it's retracted, right? And you see the walls over here? This one here, that one there. They don't actually move, because this moves forward and that moves forward. So this one doesn't have room to move forward. So it's just decorative. So I don't know how to get this thing to work without having this over here. And as you just saw, when that's like that, it looks kind of bad. Because I would love it if I could get the full 3x3 pit and drop. But this stone brick circle has to be here. Oh no. Well, darn it. Alright, let me go upstairs and fix that. But yeah, we're gonna have a speed beacon, so this is gonna be okay. I like the big hallways. I normally go for like 3x3 tunnels, reference stone block, for example, if you want to see my normal building style. So I'm trying different things. It is still building underground, which is, you know, cheap and easy because it's very easy to just build underground because you don't have to worry about roofs. But I think it's worth it in this case. So yeah, like that circle has to be there because I can't think of any other way to power these pistons when they're over here. Like, and also get them to extend and retract properly, that sort of thing. There we go. The circuitry isn't too complicated. The most annoying thing to set up, which isn't that annoying, is this thing over here, which, the way it works, I guess I'll go show it off then. I didn't mean for it to do that, but I guess that's what we're doing. So first, these extend over here. Then the ones on the inside, these extend later. There's a bit of a delay over there. You can see a 2-3 tick delay over there. Then, however, when I retract it, the inside pistons go down first, then these go. And there's a reason for that, because you can't... First off, that would push this thing to the side, and it couldn't do that because there's blocks over there. But more importantly, you can't pull a piston with another piston if the first piston is extended. So this has to go up last and down first. So how did I do that? Well, that's this thing over here. Just redstone signal over here activates it immediately, and then again later a delayed thing, but it's already on. And then when you turn it off, it stays on for a little bit longer because this is on. Pretty straightforward, actually. And I'm sure people have explained it better than I have, but for whatever reason I felt the need to explain it. I also wish I could do something about this block over here. But I can't... Ooh, poor Edwin. He's died like a whole bunch of times. Yeah, slain by skeleton, shot by skeleton, slain by skeleton, blown up by creeper. He's just been dying a whole bunch today. Poor guy. Yeah. So that's cool, that's fun. Yeah, I am gonna live underground, and this entire castle thing is just a facade. I'm sure some people are disappointed by that. Other people are telling me this is the ugliest gatehouse in all of existence, and you are right. I am going to change it. I just don't know how to properly build one. Like, the towers were so easy to set up. I was amazed. I was like, oh, this is going to be simple. And then, poof, nothing. As far as the main keep itself goes, I am just going to probably stick a roof on it. I like that the fact that this pattern is visible from Dynamap, so I might actually make another one of these and stick it all the way up there at the ceiling. Maybe. I don't know. Like, it would look pretty weird from up top, so maybe not, but I don't know. I could also just leave it open to the sky. I don't know. One thing I really miss about modded Minecraft, the painting machine to paint glowstone, because I hate the torch spam. I hate it. Oh yeah, we're having a bit of a lighting glitch issue. If you look over at F3 towards light down over here by Ace's name, down there, you see 15 sky, 0 block, but then you go over here 11 block. Now, if one block is 11, then the block next to it should be 10, assuming there's not a light source even closer. If we look up over here, there's one at 14. So yeah, it's a glitch. You place and break, and hey, look at that, we got 12. So yeah, we are having a lighting glitch issue. It's been persistent ever since Cardax tried to do the first hardcore world. Speaking of which, let me explain that. So, he tried to do a hardcore world where you could switch to it by typing /hardcore and /vanilla to get back. That didn't work so well because a lot of the hardcore rules, like not being able to spawn in your bed, copied over to this world. So people were complaining about that, so we just got a separate server entirely for the hardcore world. I played on that, and I died. Ripped me. The end. I can pay $5 and get back and respawn, but I'm probably not going to be able to because I am poor as can be. Yay. So anyways, that's the explanation. Is there anything else really of note? I'm probably going to be building another iron farm with Lydia. The first one I built, the Iron Titan, broke because I didn't build it in spawn chunks because I didn't pay attention when Tango said to do that. Lydia built this. It's a tree farm. Mumbo Jumbo's design. She's been using it to get a whole bunch of oak wood. I'm not sure if there's other trees that work with that design. Did you know Fortune works on these crops? I had no idea. The reason that axe isn't named, even though it's got mending and stuff on it, is because I want to give it Smite 4 again, so it can be Smite 5, then it's going to be a thing again. And yeah, that also applies to, the Fortune thing also applies to seeds. Like, I'm getting so many more seeds from this than I would before, because it's got a Fortune 3 effect applied to it. So that's crazy. I am going to use these seeds. I want to build a giant wheat field somewhere, probably somewhere out over here, to indicate, because, you know, castles had wheat fields outside of them, right? Or farms. And yeah, the actual farms that I'll be using for non-decorative purposes will be inside the underground base, or the lab as I'm calling it. And I don't know why I'm calling it a lab. But yeah, the lab's going to be high-tech. It's going to have all kinds of cool things in it. See, I was thinking, if I put in like another 5-ish hours of effort, there's a good chance that I'll be done with that castle. So then what do I do, right? Oh wait, don't go down. Nope. That was close. I completely forgot that they could go up there. Baby chicken. I'm sorry. You were supposed to be inside there. Auto thing still works. Very nice. Chorus fruit farm. I killed all those trees. I'm trying to think what else. Gonna move my aquarium down there. Because right now these guys kind of don't have enough room. That's my gimmick on this server. I always have like a bucket of fish with me and I give it to someone. So long and thanks for all the fish, if you will. Oh boy, yeah. So anyways, I'm not sure how long this episode is, and because these cuts are so far apart, it can be very difficult for me to tell how long an episode's going to be. So I'm actually going to call it here. Thank you all for watching and bearing with me through this series. I'll see you guys again in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.